Dana, I know a lot of people, especially homeowners with basements in certain parts, are keeping an eye on that rain because they don't want that water inside their house tonight.
Yes, the ducks may be enjoying it, but the people not so much. We have had several instances of flash flooding today in places in Vermont, a little less so in Maine and New Hampshire, but there is still the risk of flash flooding as we go throughout the night tonight. There is currently a river flood warning for the Saco River in Conway. And this is until tomorrow morning, where the river is expected to go above flood levels. So if you're going to be near that area, just be aware, especially if you're going to be driving near the river. So we can see the kind of rain shield is beginning to move into Maine as we go into the overnight hours. It is going to be breaking up, but most of the heavy rain we're going to see is going to be concentrated in western Maine and northern New Hampshire, where we've seen a lot of rain already in the past couple of weeks. So with very saturated soil comes the risk for flooding. We do have flash flood warnings in Vermont, currently in northern New Hampshire and western Maine, as we're seeing flood watches. So this isn't current, but there is a chance of flooding in the future as we go into overnight. Again, with that saturated soil, much easier to flood. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-60s, still a little bit warmer up in the county and in down east Maine. Otherwise, forecasted low temperatures tonight in the middle 60s, right around average for this time of year. And as we go into tomorrow, it's going to start feeling muggy. And we're having a little bit of a reprieve for that as we go into the middle of the week. But then if you can see the trend into the weekend, things are going to start getting into the very humid territory. So in terms of the rain, as we go into the overnight hours, western Maine will start to dry out first. Then we'll get into central Maine, and then by early morning, that's when eastern Maine is going to see most of the rain. But this has a low pressure system tracking through Maine. So as we go into the morning, we'll have some wraparound showers possible in the afternoon. So it'll still be cloudy for most of the day, but western Maine will begin to clear out first, and then things will begin to dry out as we go later in the day on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, things are going to get much warmer. So we are going to have the chance of some pop-up showers throughout the day. And then we'll have some clouds building in for Thursday, where it'll be a little bit cloudier and a little bit cooler, but less of a chance of rain. So if you're going to be out on the water, sea is 2 to 3 feet. Water's not showing up here, but it's in the middle 60s. And as we look at the 7-day forecast, things are going to start getting humid. So again, tonight there is still that risk of flash flooding. So be aware, especially if you're going to be driving at all tonight. And that rain is going to continue into tomorrow morning. Things will begin to dry out as we go into the afternoon. And then Wednesday, that system will be out of our hair, but it is going to be much warmer, much humid. There's still a lot of water in the atmosphere, so there's a chance of some pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. And then as we go into the day on Thursday, a little bit cloudier, a little bit less of a chance of storms, but still possible, quite a bit cooler as well. And then another system is going to be moving in for Friday, so that'll be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. But at this point, it looks to track through rather quickly, leaving a pretty okay weekend. Temperatures a little above average, but overall not too wet. So I think the most important thing here is really that flash flooding, so it's just so important to be aware.
Yeah, and we'll continue to keep an eye on it both on air and online. Todd will obviously have more in the morning.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dana.